So in today's video, I'm going to be talking about how I got into the Child's Play franchise, also known as Chucky, just in case some people aren't aware of the original name. And I happen to be a really big fan of Chucky. If you guys didn't notice already, I posted a video talking about how I got into horror movies when I started the beginning of this channel. Since we are on the topic of Chucky today, I actually have a little friend that I want to introduce you guys in this video, so say hello to him and give him a round of applause because he likes to refer to himself as the most iconic serial killer of all time. So hopefully I was able to fit him in the frame enough, but as you guys can clearly see, this is my boy Chucky. I love this guy so much. He's awesome. Getting into the story of like how I got into the whole Chucky franchise, it started when I was a kid. And it was mainly my dad that got me into Chucky because I didn't know what Chucky was. I mean, obviously, you're really going to know what Chucky is at like 6, 7, or 8 years old. No, you're not going to know about Chucky. But my dad, since he was around at the time when the original Child's Play came out and all the sequel movies that came out after it, he introduced me to it mainly with this. It didn't look exactly like the Chucky doll that he had, but he used to tease me with it every chance that he got. Like when I was a little kid and I was sleeping either in my bed or I'm passing out on the couch, I wake up, I open up my eyes, and then this is like the first thing I literally see is just Chucky staring at me, and I was scared shitless. I was like, holy shit, Dad, what is this? Like, why are you showing this in my face right now? Like, I was just all over the place. I didn't know what my dad was doing, but my dad was a troll. He really loved being a troll, and he used to just mess around with me all the time, just doing funny things like this. So that's how I knew of the Chucky character, and then he introduced me to the Chucky movies. I believe the first Chucky movie that I actually saw, it was not the original Child's Play, which I know that's probably a little surprising there. Could be, maybe not, but the first Chucky movie that I remember seeing was The Bride of Chucky. Like, I remember I was in my dad's room with my mother, and he put Bride of Chucky on, and that's the one that I remember that got me introduced to Chucky. And also Tiffany. Unfortunately, I have a Tiffany doll. I do plan on getting one in the future. I don't know exactly when I'm gonna do that. So if I do end up ever getting a Tiffany doll, you guys will be the first ones to know about it because I will unbox it on this channel. But that was the movie that got me into Chucky. And then as I got a little bit older, because I believe I didn't start diving into it a little bit more, maybe around like middle school, I ended up watching the original Child's Play, watched Child's Play 2, Child's Play 3, obviously, I rewatched Bride of Chucky, I saw Seed of Chucky, I saw Curse of Chucky, I saw Cult of Chucky, and obviously now, with the Chucky series that is currently 3 seasons in right now, I'm up to date with that. Chucky is honestly a very fun movie franchise because you're always going to have those franchises where you're going to be attached to the slashers in that film, just like how I am with Jason and Freddy. I'm really attached to Chucky because I just love his personality. I love how he's funny. I love how he gets straight to the point with everything he does. He just has that sort of attitude as a character where you're like, I really like this guy. Chucky just has that charisma that probably other serial killer dolls wish they could have, but unfortunately they can't have that sort of charisma like Chucky has because Chucky has it. So he can actually be pretty creative with his kills. I will admit that. When it comes to the kind of kills that Chucky does in his movie, like I remember when him and Tiffany were trying to get creative in Bride of Chucky, where they were not trying to do those typical kills where like, okay, I'm gonna grab a knife and come after you, you know, stuff like that. They actually wanted to be creative, where I remember they were doing something with like the lights inside of the hotel room, and then there was a couple staying there at the time, and then they saw like the reflection of Tiffany there. And I believe it was like just a whole sequence where they were just trying to catch them off guard. And then that whole chandelier just crashed down on them and it just went all over the bed with the people in it. And I believe it was also one of those water beds as well. So Chucky and Tiffany were like really into being like creative when it comes to their kills. Still to this day, Chucky's like very creative with each kind of kill that he does in the movie, which if you guys want to check that out, you know, look it up on YouTube or go watch the movie themselves, because obviously I don't want to show that in this video. Probably like my favorite Chucky movies that I could remember that I really do like, because there is some Chucky movies that even though I personally love, because I'm a big Chucky fan, I can honestly come out there and say that, you know, there's some people out there that probably don't feel this movie. I'm pretty sure you know what movie I'm referring to, which was The Seed of Chucky, which I know is probably the most unpopular movie when it comes to the Chucky franchise. Me personally, I only like the movie because you get to see Chucky and Tiffany again, and I always enjoy seeing them together. And also you get Glenn slash Glenda introduced to that movie. That's like the main reason why I like that movie so much. It's just because we have a new character introduced, which happens to be Chucky and Tiffany's son slash daughter. But naming my favorite movies, I'd probably have to say Child's Play 2, which I know is a lot of people's favorite movie because you have that famous scene where it's Chucky versus Andy and Kyle when they're inside of that toy factory and Chucky's just chasing after Andy and Kyle. So I really love the whole vibe of that movie. I thought it was really cool. Obviously, the first movie of Chucky, the introduction to the Chucky character, the whole story of how Chucky became who he was. Obviously, that's always going to be a movie that you're going to put up there. You're going to be like, yeah, that movie's iconic. And then another one would probably have to be The Curse of Chucky, because I did like how in that movie we started getting back to the original roots of Child's Play, where the movie started getting more darker. Chucky was more mysterious. He really wasn't popping up right away. He was pulling all these stunts. It just felt very nostalgic. So those movies definitely for sure were my favorite. And Cult of Chucky, I would have to say, was a very interesting way of going forward with the Chucky story, mainly because Damballa was getting expanded on. And what I mean by that is instead of Chucky's soul being in one doll, it's now being transferred in multiple dolls. So just in case you get rid of this Chucky doll, Chucky's still going to be roaming around like 2 to 3 other dolls, then you got to track them down. But then you don't know if there's any other Chucky dolls out there in the world where he managed to split his soul in there as well. So getting that whole thing introduced within that movie was really awesome, and then you see it built upon within the Child's Play TV series, which is really cool, because then it just shows you like, okay, how are we going to take down Chucky? Because we thought we could just take him out with just this one doll. That's how it's always been throughout each movie, but now things are getting harder and we really don't know how we're going to put an end to Chucky, which we don't want that, because me personally, let Chucky roam around forever. He's awesome. I would just love to see him cause a lot of mayhem. I mean, I can't be the only one rooting for the slasher in the movie, right? That's mainly like my whole introduction to the Child's Play franchise. And obviously, you know, as time goes on, we're going to be getting into more things. I mean, it was recently announced that Don Mancini was actually planning on working on another Chucky movie, which we haven't had a Chucky movie since Cult. And this Chucky TV series has been going on for like the past 3 years. So that's going to be really exciting to see, you know, Chucky returning to cinema. Like, is it going to be a movie straight to Blu-ray again? Or is it actually going to be in the theater? Because if it's in the theater, you bet your sweet ass I'm going to be going to the theater and seeing a Chucky movie, because I never really had that opportunity to experience a Chucky movie in the theater. I was always watching it on a streaming service or watching it on the television or a DVD or a Blu-ray. So if we go back to that era where Chucky might possibly be able to go on the big screen again, that would be pretty awesome. But if you guys have any thoughts of your own on the Child's Play franchise, like what's your favorite movie, what's your favorite moment throughout the movie, what's your favorite Chucky kill, what's your favorite characters from those movies, or just anything overall on the Chucky franchise, let me know all your thoughts in the comments section down below. And as always, make sure to follow me on all my social media. That means my Twitter and my Instagram, just in case one day I happen to not be posting a video on this channel. I would definitely recommend to follow me on there so you guys see what I'm doing outside of YouTube. And also, if you enjoy the content on this channel, make sure to like and subscribe. I'd really appreciate it. As I always say towards the end of each video, I really do appreciate you guys' support. I love you guys so much. Yes, I know we're a small channel right now, but we're going to keep on growing and growing and growing. And I'm just super excited to see what the future of this channel has for us, because I enjoy making content for you guys. As you can clearly see in this video, you see my whole vibe. I'm just really happy, very energetic whenever I'm talking about something that I love. So if you enjoy seeing content like this, if you want to stay tuned each and every single day to see me on video talking about the things that I love, make sure to click on that subscribe button. We are currently at 22 subscribers as of the recording of this video, and we're going to keep on getting higher and higher with that. And it's all thanks to you awesome guys. So again, I love you guys so much, and I thank you all for the support. Also, make sure to hit that notification bell, because I realize YouTube at times can be a little funny where it's not really letting you know when I upload a new video on the channel, where it's posting the video, but it's not letting you know exactly when it posts. So make sure to hit those notification bells so you guys are informed right away whenever this video is first uploaded on my channel. But other than that, that's honestly all I have to really say for this video. So I hope all the guys are having a fantastic day wherever you guys are, because obviously you guys live at different parts of the world, not just where I'm at. So either if it's the day, the nighttime, or the evening. And I'll see you guys, as always, in the next video. Peace out.